You keep falling into that sin not because you're weak, but because something in you secretly wants to keep it. You're not just slipping, you're choosing, and deep down, you know it. The shocking truth is that some sins don't just tempt you, they comfort you, and that's what makes them dangerous. You've trained your soul to reach for that darkness when life gets heavy, like an addict returning to poison for peace. What you call a struggle might actually be a hidden loyalty. Allah says in Quran 2286, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear, so the excuse that it's too hard doesn't hold. If He allowed the test, He gave you the strength to pass it. But if you keep failing, it's because you're feeding something that should have been starved. You're not repenting with the intention to quit. You're repenting with the intention to return again tomorrow. That's not Tawbah, that's a cycle. And cycles don't break without disruption. Here's the hidden reason why you keep returning to that sin. It's not that you're falling, it's that you're building a lifestyle around it, secretly organizing your day, your phone, your solitude, and even your emotions to protect the space where that sin lives. It's shocking, but true. Many people seek refuge in sin when they no longer seek refuge in Allah. When was the last time you wept in sujood, not because you got caught, but because you finally got disgusted with what it's doing to your soul? Quran 3:135 calls out those who, when they sin, remember Allah and do not persist in what they have done while they know. But you do know. You feel it every night when the screen goes off, when the room is quiet, when the guilt starts to scream louder than your desires. The real question isn't, how do I stop? It's, what part of me is still attached to this? Because until you hate it more than you crave it, you'll always return. The Prophet said, whoever leaves something for the sake of Allah, Allah will replace it with something better. But you don't leave what you still secretly love. That sin might be physical, emotional, or even digital, but all sins have the same root, a heart that's not fully surrendered. And maybe that's the part you've been afraid to admit. Maybe you like control more than you love obedience. Maybe the sin is just a symptom, and the real disease is pride. Quran 45:23 warns of the one who takes his own desire as his God. That's not someone far away in Jahiliyyah. That could be you, every time you choose pleasure over prayer, every time you chase dopamine instead of divine mercy. You want to stop? Then start by cutting off access to it like it's fire, because it is fire. You wouldn't leave gasoline lying around if you truly feared the flames. So why leave yourself one text away, one DM away, one unlocked door away? You keep falling into that sin because part of you doesn't want to close the door. You just want to keep it a little bit open. But sins don't stay in corners. They grow. They infect. They steal barakah from your life, numb your ability to taste worship, and make you feel distant from the one who's never been distant from you. It's not just disobedience, it's disconnection. And the longer you stay in it, the more you become numb to what it's doing to your soul. So here's the challenge. Get brutally honest. Don't just seek forgiveness, seek transformation. Starve that sin by removing everything that feeds it. Surround yourself with people who fear Allah more than they fear losing your friendship. Replace the moment of temptation with a moment of dhikr, even if your heart doesn't feel it. Because obedience before emotion is the path to purification. Break the cycle not just with tears, but with action. And if you really want to change, prove it. Not to me, not to the world, but to the one who's been waiting to lift you out of it the moment you got serious enough to let go.